Hey everyone, welcome to the stream. This is Accounting Nightmare. That's the wrong scene. There we go. Welcome Wild Knight. Welcome King Brawly. How are yous both? Alright. Today we're going to be doing something that I've wanted to do for quite a while. I've been wanting to start up Ace Attorney Investigations 2. And I'm finally going to do it today. So this game, it's often referred to as Gyakuten Kenji 2, because that's the Japanese title for it. It was actually never released outside of Japan. So we're going to be playing a ROM hack of an English translation. I'm just going to go look up who created this ROM hack, because huge shout outs to them. Because otherwise I just wouldn't be able to play this game. Let's see. Gyakuten Kenji, Nintendo. Yeah, this game's on the DS, just like the previous one. So I'm guessing the previous one didn't sell very well, the first game, which is a shame, as to why they didn't release it outside of Japan. Maybe it was also just really late in the DS life cycle. That's another possibility. ROM hacks. Okay, I must be in the wrong section. I downloaded this from romhacking.net and I'm just trying to find the page again. And I'm failing. Maybe it's in translations. Okay, yeah, they have a separate section for translations. That's cool. That is very cool. Platform DS. I don't know if it's the same team that's translating the Great Ace Attorney games, or if it's a different team. Oh wow, yeah, okay, I found the page and there's a lot of people who worked on this, so let's just go have a look at that. Yeah, here's the romhacking.net page for it. Translates all the common screens of the game: title screen, case selection screen, save screen, profile evidence screen. So there's a lot of sprites they've edited. All the text, all the graphics, yes, including background, sprites and even evidence. All the voices, recycled the old voices when possible, or dubbed by voice actors for the new characters. So they've actually gotten people to voice act for like new characters, which is pretty amazing. Don't think they were the same teams, but holy wow, are both fan teams incredibly good at replicating the style of the actual games. Oh, nice, nice. Have you played this? Because that's yeah, I've heard that a lot, that this is really convincing as an official, like it feels like an official release from what I've heard. Hey Lauren, how are ya? Welcome. Yeah, these are all the names of everyone who worked on it. Henka37. I could, you know what, here's the whole list. ProZD's in this. Oh, cool. ProZD did voice acting for someone here. Nice, I love his YouTube channel. He's a great voice actor. Wonder who he voiced. Well, I guess we'll find out as we play. You played 4 out of 5 cases of this. Real life got in the way of finishing it, though. Ah, okay. Always wanted to get back to it. Okay. Alright, yeah, so I haven't seen any of this game. I played the first, 5 minutes just to make sure the patch had applied properly and that it was working. I'll just fire this up. I'll know him when I hear him. Nice. Yeah, his voice, his YouTube channel is really funny. And he can do a lot of different voices really well. Okay, I'm playing it on a flash cart on my 2DS. It probably works just fine in an emulator though, because I assume that's how most people played it. A character called Lysander, I think it was probably him. Is that one of his own made characters? I forget. Okay. Prosecutor's Path is the subtitle they've given it. Yeah, I play the first 5 minutes just to make sure it's working. Okay, Nightbot's working, that's good. Yeah, so we've got the new no hints, no speculation or suggestions policy going. I think this is the main game I wanted to get that going for, just so that So like even when like you're speculating on things, it might be easy to accidentally, solve a puzzle and stuff for me. Yeah, so let's just see how this goes. Start a new game. Turnabout target. I've got my prosecutor's badge going. And we'll start off with this view for now. I can change it if we need to. Oh yeah, it's been a while since I played one of these games, so I'll have to try and remember what voices I did for people, so apologies if it sounds different or weird. Episode 1, Turnabout Target. There it is! We can see it! It's the emissary of peace from the east! The President's private plane is arriving at Gourd Lake. Gourd Lake. Just stay away from Gourd Lake. Can you hear it? The cheers of the crowd. Welcome, Zengfa Republic. Welcome, Mr. President. Mr. President, this way, please. Your audience awaits. My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. A few days ago, a smuggling ring that has long plagued my nation was exposed and crushed. This was possible thanks to your country's prosecutor's office. From the bottom of my heart, I convey unto them my utmost gratitude. However, the battle is still not over. I declare here and now, the hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil. Eek! Hurry, contact the prosecutor's office. We need that man. Miles Edgeworth. If there's anyone who can solve this case, it's him. Has Edgeworth been promoted to that man now? Hey Tag, how are you? If Larry is the president, you swear? Action jacket Paul. Yes, that was a very action-like shot. March 25th, 2:46 PM, Gourd Lake Park, audience area. So that's interesting. It came in on like a seaplane. Is that what they're called? The ones that land on water. Yeah. This webcam could be over a bit more. You know what? I'll just move it here. There we go. Yeah, we just started Tag, so you haven't missed anything. I was just talking about how this was fan translated. Word of this must have reached every corner of the world by now. An assassination attempt on the President of the Republic of Zengfa. My name is Miles Edgeworth. I'm a prosecutor. I was asked to investigate this grave incident, but upon my arrival... Mr. Edgeworth! We've been waiting for you, sir. This man is Dick Gumshoe. He's a detective with the local precinct who assists me on all cases under my jurisdiction. What is the President's current condition? I'm still not sure, sir. The paramedics just entered his plane a few moments ago. I see. I hope it's nothing too serious. Nothing too serious. Got shot. Very well, Detective. Please show me around the crime scene. Roger that, sir. Hey, mister. Just a minute. I'm begging you. What's this? Mister, you're the prosecutor in charge around these parts, right? Can I ask you a little something real quick? I'm afraid I must refrain from commenting for now. Let's go, Detective. Hey, wait! Mr. Prosecutor! Hold on, Mr. Edgeworth. Wait for me, sir. Now then, Detective, care to fill me in on the details? Basically, the whole thing happened here, in Gourd Lake Park. There was a big welcoming event for the President of the Republic of Zengfar. The President of Zengfar, Di Junhyong. Yeah, so they mentioned it was very recent that the smuggling ring was taken down. So yeah, this was very soon after the first game. The trouble never ends, it seems. As I recall, newspapers and news programs were making quite a deal over his visit. He looks like a lion, doesn't he? He's got this big mane going on. Newspaper article. Alright. It rained a bit, but it stopped just before his plane landed. He came out, and all of a sudden, in the middle of his speech, bang! A gunshot! At least I think it was. You think? Truth is, I just got here as well, so I don't know all the details, sir. So you were also called here on short notice? Yup. And today was supposed to be my day off. And I was supposed to be at the High Prosecutor's office, preparing a case for trial. The Chief Prosecutor asked for you personally, sir. The Chief Prosecutor? The Chief Prosecutor was taking part in the welcoming event. Apparently, the Chief called out right after the incident occurred. Call Prosecutor Edgeworth. He's the only one who can solve this case, he said. I see. So that's what happened. After the incident, we sealed off the park right away. Which means the assassin is still in the park. An assassin in this crowd? This could get dangerous, sir. The longest weeks of Edgeworth's life. Oh, yes. Oh, that previous smuggling ring thing was pretty convoluted. And now, well, a whole bunch of new stuff is going to happen, apparently. If there is another incident, these civilians could get in harm's way. This is a race against time. Let's begin the investigation. First, we investigate the crime scene and gather some information. Precisely. There's no mistaking it. The President was targeted with a gun. Even under such tight security, the President was fired at during the speech. Yep. Got our logic button again. This is something I'll have to keep in mind. Detective Gumshoe. Where was security at the time of the gunfire? The police were only in charge of guarding the park's perimeter. The President was being protected by his own personal bodyguards. It's those guys over there. Why don't you try talking to them, sir? To talk to someone, press the A button. Yep. Yeah. Mr. Edgeworth, the bodyguards aren't over there. Yes, I know. Check out our organizer. Badge. Proof of my profession. However, I prefer to keep it in my pocket. And a newspaper article. Zengfar President arrives for his visit. His plane lands on Gourd Lake today. Gourd Lake is nothing but trouble, I swear. I need to move my webcam on this one as well. Hang on. Mutter. Better. Profiles. Dick Gumshoe, age 32, gender male, homicide detective at the local precinct, in charge of the initial investigation. Di Junhyong, age 58, gender male, President of the Republic of Zengfar, targeted during his speech. And that's all we got for now. Oh, we got a cool little map. I forget what the maps looked like in the first game. Now, let's talk to these very identical looking people. What do you want? You are the President's bodyguards, correct? What was the President's security detail like during the speech? The President had his 2 best men by his side. The rest were stationed near the stage area. We are professionals. We constantly kept our eyes on the crowd, scanning for any signs of suspicious activity. I see. In other words, security was flawless during the President's speech. Security was flawless. Any suspicious people would have been noticed. Let's keep going. We should talk to other people and examine anything suspicious in order to collect the remaining pieces of information from the scene of the crime. Yes, this is a tutorial case. I see. So that's how you round up your info. So, what do you do with all that info after it's squared away? This person reminds me of Lotta Hart, but it doesn't look like her. Someone in the crowd is making quite a ruckus, but I don't have time for that now. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! Tell me how, please! After gathering some pieces of information, you try to find the connections between them. Detective? Hey now, don't be such a stick in the mud. What's this about finding connections? You connect the 2 pieces of information that share a link. That's Mr. Edgeworth's specialty. It's called logic, pal. I love that that's his specialty. Press the L button to use logic, and the X button to connect my thoughts. Should start by pressing the L button to use logic. I like that. Instead of explaining logic to Gumshoe, this time he's explaining it to someone else. So, you know, he learnt when we taught him in the first game. Shooting of the President. So I guess we're thinking that whoever shot was not in the crowd. Sniper! Someone was able to fire a gun under flawless security. And they were able to avoid being spotted by professional bodyguards. This is no easy task. There had to be a certain amount of preparation beforehand. It's very likely that the President's assassination was a premeditated crime. Okay, that makes sense. I expected nothing less from Mr. Edgeworth. What brilliant logic, sir! Yes, well, when you follow the facts and find a connection, you will begin to see the truth. However, if the information doesn't line up properly, I may stray farther from the truth. But if I think carefully before piecing the leads together, the logic should flow. Oh, investigation time. Okay, let's start by examining everything we can. To examine, I approach anything that looks suspicious and press the A button. And if I want to consult with Gumshoe, I press the Y button. I really like the investigation segments in these games. Oh, I can push Gumshoe around. Let's talk to him. The only one who knows logic, Miles Edgeworth. Yep. Now, Phoenix uses a magic rock to see secrets, and Edgeworth uses logic. Yes, sir. Notice anything? The rain. It stopped, sir. It was pouring right up until the President arrived. Even the mist after the rain has cleared up. Were you looking forward to the rain? I plan to go fishing at the lake. Rain gives you a better chance at a big catch, sir. During the President's welcoming event, all regular activities in the park were prohibited. It's not a regular activity. There's no activity more special to me than fishing in the lake. Detective Gumshoe. No court of law would recognise that as a special activity. Even in the midst of such a momentous case, the detective is still his usual self. He was going to secretly go fishing when the President was arriving. Detective Gumshoe, I assume you understand how to conduct an investigation? Of course, sir. The basis of any good investigation is collecting information. Examine suspicious objects. Talk to suspicious people. Press the A button to examine object. Yep. Also, each person may have something different to say about the evidence you've collected. You can present evidence from your organiser to the people you're talking to, sir. Press the R button to go over the evidence. Yep. And press the X button when talking with someone to present evidence. Yep. I've been with you for so long, Mr. Edgeworth. I've pretty much got most of the basics down. Most of the basics. And that's pretty much why you still haven't been promoted, Detective. Badge. Such a tiny object. I'm surprised you don't lose it. It is an identification badge for us prosecutors, after all. I see. It must be tough. If it were me, I'd definitely lose it, sir. I'm always losing my police badge. Having such a talent for losing things must be tough. Haha, Mr. Edgeworth, you're such a joker. Even if you show that to me, I still have no idea what it is, sir. He proclaimed that quite proudly. No. There's nothing to say about the newspaper article. This is... Yeah, I was surprised too. No matter how you look at it, it's definitely... Is that a Steel Samurai? Oh my god, what? The Steel Samurai. The Steel Samurai, warrior of Neo Old Tokyo, a hero from a popular TV program. Popular with both children and adults, it has broad appeal. Why would they use a Steel Samurai balloon at the welcoming event, sir? Perhaps he was chosen as the hero to represent our country. I won't rest until I've inspected everything. Yep, he still says that. These flowers were delivered from a foreign country. I don't even know their names. Yeah, my favourite flowers are roses and carnations. Because when I see roses, I think of weddings. And when I see carnations, I think of birthday parties. You're probably just thinking about all of the cake you're allowed to eat. But please don't be so blunt about it, sir. Is this game's Japanese title Gyakuten Kenji 2? Yes. Yeah, it's only listed under that name because that's the only official name it has. Hello, sweetie. Wow, you too. Yeah, actually, when I was selecting the game, I typed in Ace Attorney Invest, and it came up with Investigation 1 and Gyakuten Kenji 2, so that's all they've got it listed under. Hello, sweetie. She wants her food already. She is indeed a cat. Poor Steel Samurai balloon. It looks so miserable. Indeed. What did it do to deserve such a fate? According to witnesses, a gunshot was heard when the balloon popped. Did a bullet from the gun hit the Steel Samurai balloon? Maybe it was an assassination attempt on the Steel Samurai. To desecrate the Steel Samurai like this. This is a serious crime. Found my thumbnail already. Detective, we must not let this reprehensible assassin get away with this. Of course, sir. Can I look at different parts of it, or is it just... Okay. A flag. It's the flag of the Republic of Zangfar. Its symbol appears to be a phoenix motif. This is... What is it, sir? Haven't you noticed? There is an unusual spot on this flag. Compare it to the flag on the opposite side of the stage. There isn't a speck of dirt on it. This flag is spotless, sir. Yes, that is what the flag is supposed to look like. However, there is one spot on this flag that is out of place. But where is it, sir? Please explain it so I can understand. What a helpless man. I suppose I should point it out to him. point out the problematic area. Can I save first? No? Okay. It's definitely this part way over here. I don't see an unusual spot anywhere at all, sir. Ugh. Sorry. It seems I made a mistake. I should take a closer look at these two flags. Yep. Poor Edgeworth. He's got me controlling him again. There is an unusual hole in this flag. Ah, you're right. Judging from the burn marks around the hole, it appears to be a bullet hole. A bullet hole? Then the bullet from the gun must have gone through the flag. I seem to have gathered a few pieces of pertinent information. I had to calmly use some logic and figure out if any of them are connected to each other. Now, is that him signifying that I'm done looking here? I already checked this area earlier, but yeah, okay, that means I'm done looking here. What Edgeworth is really concerned about, the Steel Samurai, yes. What's the President's condition? We cannot divulge that information to anyone of this country. Hey, don't say that. We want to investigate the plane too, pal. No one shall pass. Oh, I don't think they trust the police here at all. This could develop into an international incident. Time is of the essence. We have no choice but to find the assassins, alright? Yeah, I changed the category like multiple times before I started streaming just to make sure it actually changed this time. A gun was fired during the President's speech. I remember when I had to give a speech in grade school. What an awful day. Right in the middle of my speech, an earthquake broke out and shook the classroom, sir. That really is awful. I don't do well with earthquakes myself. Huh? Are you listening to me? You're ignoring me, aren't you, sir? What is he taking pictures of? The hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil. It looks like he's reading the speech notes on the floor, sir. Guide to Public Speaking 3. Speak slowly and yell loudly with confidence, it says. I see, so that's how it's done. I guess I'll take another photo. I have an objection to his behaviour at work. Yeah, he's being very helpful, isn't he? Have you found any traces of the assassin? No, none at all, sir. No fingerprints or footprints of any kind. It's because everyone's touching everything and walking everywhere they want. Detective, don't you think that was a bit out of line? I agree, sir. I'll report it and see that it shows up on his next salary assessment. Wow. You messed with the wrong person. An apple red balloon is floating in the soft breeze coming off from the lake. When I was a kid, I used to send letters by balloon. That's when you tie a letter on a balloon and let it float away, hoping you'll find a pen pal. That's an interesting method of communication. Did you acquire any pen pals? Actually, I never found one. I don't even know if my balloons made it out of my backyard, sir. They didn't even get that far. I want to look at the speech notes. Oh. Just gonna save, because I haven't done that yet. Save. Always good to double check that the saves are working. Hello. Ah, Mr. Prosecutor, how's this here investigation coming along? It's that woman from before. I cannot disclose any details concerning the investigation to the general public. Aw, help a gal out here, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh, at this rate, I ain't never gonna face my mentor, Lotta. Oh. That's why she reminds me of Lotta. That name just now sounded familiar. It's probably just my imagination. Yeah, found a hit. Oh, actually, let's go look through the organiser. Got the Steel Samurai balloon now. just a picture of the... It's just a picture of what we were looking at before. Nothing too exciting. Logic button. Alright, ruptured balloon. Was it hit by the bullet? Flag with a bullet hole has a bullet hole. I think I'll put these two together because we can figure out that the bullet came from that direction. I assume. Hang on, what does he say if we get it wrong? I can't see a clear connection between these two pieces of information. No, nothing interesting. Thought Gumshoe might make fun of us. Well, not really make fun of us, he doesn't really do that. As a result of the gunshots, there is a bullet hole in a flag and a ruptured balloon. That must mean 2 shots were fired, sir. If we include the shot that hit the president, it's possible that 3 shots were fired in total. No, it's also possible that the flag and the balloon were punctured by the same bullet. If only we could be certain about the number of gunshots. Complete. Thanks. Now then, let's continue the investigation. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor! If you find anything new, could you please let me know? I've been wondering for a while now, but who exactly is that woman? I thought she was just a nosy onlooker, but it looks like she's investigating too. Hey, please, I'm begging you. What if she's the killer? In order to figure out how many shots were fired, we'll need to talk to a witness. Oh, it can't be helped. Let's try talking to her. It can't be helped. Have to talk to her. Ah, Mr. Prosecutor. The name's Nicole Swift. Just between you and me, this case is going to be my exclusive scoop. Is that a bear trap? Oh. Exclusive? Miss Swift, is it? Could you tell me what you witnessed during... So how's your investigation coming along? You all got a suspect yet? Where'd you get that frilly doohickey round your neck? Could you please stop talking for a moment? I will be the one asking the questions. What is this, an interrogation? I reckoned I was going to get myself an interview. I'd like to know how many gunshots were fired. Can you please tell me what you saw? Well, I guess. I ain't telling you nothing. What? My life depends on info. I ain't giving it up that easily. Don't be selfish, pal. Won't you please cooperate with us? Selfish? If you ain't gonna share no info with me, then I'm gonna go get it from elsewhere. Wait a minute, pal. If I wait, are you gonna give me what I want? If not, adios, amigos. She won't budge. We're at a stalemate here. A stalemate? I wonder about that. What do you mean, sir? As you know, chess is one of my hobbies. Ooh, the logic chess thing. Meow to you too, sweetie. When is her dinner time? In 16 minutes. No sooner. How does one go on the offensive against a defensive opponent? There are many tactics available on the chessboard. Really? I don't know much about chess. I prefer checkers. Even if it appears to be a flawless defense, there is always an opening. Observe as I break down her defense with my words. In order to get her to talk, I'll need to use the right strategy. Using the image of a chess game, I need to stay one step ahead of my opponent. Now then, let's analyse the situation. Until you give me some info, my trap's sealed shut. She has her guard up, so this is her defensive strategy. If I waste too much time, she may grow impatient. I need to pay attention to the time limit. Oh, a time limit! Oh, stress! I must not be careless with my words. Can I save? Yes. I'm saving! The one-sided chess matches he likes to hold. Yes! I've heard this exists. I don't really know much about it though. Logic chess. When my opponent becomes agitated or aggressive. I told you I ain't talking! You're stubborn as a mule! For example, during times like this, I should calmly wait and see how things play out. The moment my opponent shows an opening, I'll be able to strike. First, I should ask about her identity. Now, let us begin. Logic chess. Your occupation. First, could you tell me your occupation? No way! If I told you, then you might get the wrong idea. The wrong idea? In other words, it's a job that you cannot tell others about. I never said that. I ain't some kind of suspicious person. You look suspicious to me, or wait and see. He said something about waiting and seeing, so I think that's the right answer, but I'm gonna see what happens if I do this. Haven't you realised it yet? I have you cornered. Huh? What's going on with you? I don't get what you're saying at all. That was a needless statement. When the opponent is agitated, I must calmly wait and see. But when they let their guard down, I mustn't hesitate to strike. What happens if you run out of time? I'm just going to see what happens if you run out of time. I want to learn more about how this works. The video game is like, you have a timer, do not run out of time. I'm like, let's run out of time. I got no clue what you've been talking about, Mr. Prosecutor. Confound it! Who says that? Edgeworth, apparently. Took a little pixel of damage. Confound it. I can't give up now. I have to stand my ground. Meow to you too, sweetie. Now, let's try this again. Okay, it's a very minor penalty. Well, at least in this case it is anyway. Your occupation. Wait and see. Give her the silent treatment. I'm just your run-of-the-mill model citizen. Please excuse my rudeness. I did not mean to offend you. I may not know the details of your job, but I'm sure that it is a reputable one. Eh? Well, you might be giving me too much credit there. I ain't even done any major articles yet. I want to see all the different options. I kind of need to let that go though, because it will take forever. Article writing job. Well, actually, what is there? I'll try wait and see again. Come on, man. If you're going to clam up, I'm out of here. Seems I should have been a bit more decisive there. Okay, so she's let her guard down. That makes sense. Wait and see. Article writing. Yeah. I heard you mention articles just now. Does your job involve writing articles by any chance? I mean, yeah. Dagnabbit! That's right. I'm an investigative reporter. Words are hard. A bona fide up-and-coming news journalist. See, a reporter. She may already have some information about the case. This will be my next line of questioning. Hey, got my time back. This is where the real battle begins. I'll need to draw out even more information from her. Yeah. Let's save. Yes, I am a compulsive saver. This reminds me a lot of the Cyclops. Hey, maybe he got inspiration from breaking Cyclops in Case 3-5. That's my headcanon. Content of your coverage, did you witness the... I think content of your coverage is going to be the right answer because it's kind of... it's not direct. But I'll ask this first. Did you witness the incident? Were you present? Were you present? Were you present at the time the incident occurred? Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, how about some of that info you promised me? No, ladies first, I insist. I told you, my trap's sealed shut. You ain't getting my info that easily. Talk or I'll arrest you. Haven't you realised it yet? I have you cornered. What's going on with you? Okay, same dialogue as before. Content of your coverage. You said that you are a reporter. Did you come here to gather news material? If you want to know that bad, give me some info first. No, you first. Show me what you've gathered. Honest to Betsy, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't have enough clues to proceed with this line of questioning. Maybe I should try another line of attack. Okay. So we ask her about the incident, if she witnessed it, and then we wait and see. This is my livelihood here. Please, I'm begging you. If you stick your head in too deep, you may be putting yourself in danger. I'm a pro after all. A few gunshots don't scare me. Ah, a few gunshots. Got some info. Here. I'll admit you're dedicated to your job. However, you still have much to learn. The fact that you heard the gunshots clearly means that you were present during the incident. You must have seen something. But busted again. I just happened to be here covering the speech, and that's when it all went south. That's all, I swear. I ain't saying another word. Ah, it went south, get it? Because she's from the south, I think. Is that where she's from in canon, her and Lotta? So she was here to write an article about the speech. She should still have the materials she gathered for her article. This could be a useful clue. Reporter, yep, blah blah. Let me try using that clue. You must still have the materials. Are you telling me that you came here to gather material and you left empty-handed? You should still have the materials you collected with you. That's... Darn tootin', I'm a pro. I collect info with my own 2 feet. That's why I ain't giving it up without a fight. As the prosecutor in charge of this case, I'm making a serious plea for your cooperation. Don't you mess with me. I ain't handing it over and that's final. I am just messing with you. What? Sorry, but I'm just messing with you. Do you have a problem with that? What? What? If you're messing with me, you're gonna be in a world of hurt. I won't give you nothing no matter how much you beg me. Oh, I went too far. I mustn't be careless with my words. That's such a weird thing for Edgeworth to say. I'm about to run out of time. No, I meant to... Oh, I wanted to go down and pick wait and see before the time ran out, but yeah. Confound it. Well, we got to see him say confound it again. Very good. Begin. Alright, now do I have to get the info again? I probably do. We'll do this. Wait and see. The chess metaphors are very strange. I figured it'd be like a chessboard and pieces moving around, but we're just kind of throwing pieces at her. It's kind of funny. Wait and see. Please understand where I'm coming from, Mr. Prosecutor. Being a reporter is a tough job, isn't it? Ah, so you're finally getting it. How has your job performance been? Well, I'm always trying to be the best reporter I can be. This here tape recorder, I always carry it by my side. Look, I want to hear the tape. I don't think she'll let us. We'll try it. I see. If you're trying to be the best reporter that you can be, then it would be unnatural for you to not have collected any news materials. You recorded it on your tape recorder, didn't you? The information regarding this case. Oh, doggone it! There goes my exclusive scoop. That's right. I have it on my tape recorder. All the information I recorded for my article is right here. Checkmate. Nice. That's a fun little sequence. I'm looking forward to getting like more complicated and difficult ones. That's amazing, Mr. Prosecutor. Before I knew it, you done had me chattering like a chipmunk. Let me hear what you have on the tape recorder. If I listen to the tape, I should be able to determine the exact number of gunshots. Fine, but I won't let you have it for free. Other than my mentor, you're the only person to push me this far. In other words, you're gonna be my second mentor. Yep, that's how it's gonna be. Oh dear. I see. It's kind of like a second home, sir. What? And I got one more request. A 24-hour exclusive interview. Please, Mr. Prosecutor, this is my first and final request as your apprentice. This is difficult to accept, but unless I agree to it, I won't be able to listen to the tape. 24 hours? Wait, does she mean interviewing him for 24 hours straight, or just it's exclusive for 24 hours? 24 hours is out of the question, but I will grant you an interview after we solve this case. What about being my second mentor? Also out of the question. Aw, don't be so ornery. Well, I guess you take what you can get. It's all for the sake of my news scoop. Time to get the ball rolling. Let's begin our exclusive coverage. Well then, Miss Swift, please begin the playback of the tape recorder for me. Click. Cat alarm's going off. Here she comes. Hello, sweetie. It's time to feed the cat. This is a nice little dramatic moment to go on a break on. We're about to listen to the tape of the murder. Meow to you too, sweetie. And here she is. Oops, sorry, I popped her on the nose. Oops, sorry, I did it again. Oh, beautiful cat. Alright, I'm gonna go feed this cat. I'll be back pretty soon. I'll leave you with some music from this game, actually. Break screen. And I shall be back. Hi everyone, I'm back. I am back. Pause that. Back to the video game. Oop, we're back. Alright. Alright, not sure how much longer I'm going to stream today, actually. I'm feeling kind of off now. But I'll keep playing for now. Because, you know, I'm having fun, so. And that is the important thing. Okay. That's right, we're about to listen to the tape. That, what's her name has. Forgot her name, sorry. Forgot your name already. Click. Vrr. My dear friends, there is a reason for my visit. Oop, there we go. A few days ago, a smuggling ring that has long plagued my nation was exposed and crushed. A few days ago. Does this mean that the last case in Investigations 1 happened a few days ago? Or is this kind of... I assume it took a little bit of time for the smuggling ring to get crushed, so... Either way, it was pretty recent, anyway. I see. This was the President's speech. Click. The President passionately addresses the crowd. He's deflating the rumours flying around about a recent decline in his approval ratings. This was my own commentary. I tried to create the feeling of actually being there. According to the schedule, there's a meeting after this. You seem quite pleased that the Yatagarasu incident has been resolved. Wait, who is this? Well, of course. It's a great honour for us as well. Whose voice is this? Those are from the folks standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. They kept on whispering to each other. Where have I heard this voice before? Ooh. Oh, the gunshot's coming up. The President raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch. However, the battle is still not over. I declare, here and now, the hammer of justice shall be brought down upon all evil. 2. What intonation? Whoa, 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 whoa! Cole's tape recorder. 2 gunshots can be heard. Okay, 2. It seems that 2 shots were fired. And what do you reckon? It's quite simple, really. Using the bullet's trajectory, we can deduce its flight path. 2 shots were fired. 1 bullet hit the President. That means the other shot left a hole in the flag and punctured the balloon. Do you understand now? The location of the perpetrator who fired the gun. Oh, am I going to have to point it out? Save just in case. The bullet that struck both the flag and the balloon was fired from here. Point out the problematic area. I was going to guess there was a sniper from like way over from that across the lake, but I'm guessing. Oh, no, the plane would be in the way, so no, this makes sense. So the sniper, must have been in the crowd somewhere. How could their aim be so off though? Alright, let's present something definitely wrong. It was the President. Over here. That's right. The perpetrator definitely fired his gun from here. Would them bullets really hit their mark from there? It's Mr. Edgeworth we're talking about here, pal. I'm sure he has amazing logic to back it up. And when it's all said and done, he'll show you another one of his brilliant deductions. I'm looking forward to it myself. Come on, Mr. Edgeworth. Do your thing. Wait a second. Let me think. Hey, Mr. Prosecutor, don't push yourself too hard now. This isn't the right spot. 2 shots were fired, I'm certain of it. If I follow the direct path of the bullets, the point where the 2 paths cross will reveal the location of the shooter. Hang on. Wait, 2 paths cross. I mean, we have a path here. But we don't know a path for this one, right? Are we thinking they're around here? Actually not sure. Yeah, I thought they were... No, that... Alright, hang on, let me think. I guess, yeah, 1 bullet... So I'm thinking that these 2 bullet holes were separate bullets. So both fired towards the president. No, I feel like I'm very wrong here. Is someone behind the president? I'm not following this at all, actually. I should swap that. There we go. Now I can see better. Because if these were the same bullet, then it would have come from over here, but they would have like missed wildly. Yes, these must have been the same kind of bullet, right? I'm thinking of behind the president, I guess, is what I will go for. Nope, that is not correct. Alright, maybe he was in the crowd. Or they, I don't know who it was. I always look forward to hearing the soundtracks for these games. Just video game soundtracks in general are just so good. The bullet that struck both the flag and the balloon. Oh, okay. Yep, I should read what... Yeah, Edgeworth is hinting at me. The bullet that struck both the flag and the balloon. Okay. I'm going to guess over here in this side of the crowd. Yeah, okay. I should have... Yeah, Edgeworth was trying to help me and I was just like... Dang. By connecting the bullet marks from the flag and the balloon, we learn the bullet's trajectory. It's likely that the bullet was fired from the left side of the audience area. Alright. So the bodyguards didn't see this person. Just what I'd expect from Mr. Edgeworth. Yeah, definitely. He definitely fumbles his way to the answer. Definitely. Detective Gumshoe, I would like to investigate the left side of the audience area. Yes, sir. Wait, you mean we have to move all these people? Yes. There's no time. We could be losing vital evidence for every second we let slip by. We must hurry. Yes, sir. Mentor number 2! Hey, mentor number 2! Miss Swift, I assume you're addressing me? Of course, mentor number 2. This is my time to shine. I'm an expert at crowd dispersal. Light the torches, release the hounds, and run them down. Whoa. I appreciate your help, but please do not use those methods. Also, please stop addressing me as your mentor. I never agreed to that position. I hear you. I'll try to keep that in mind, Mr. Prosecutor. Mr. Edgeworth, we're ready to begin the investigation, sir. Miss Swift here was all over the crowd helping us round 'em up, sir. This ain't nothing compared to my first mentor's mob wrangling skills. She seems to be used to this sort of thing. However, Miss Swift, all that running around seems to have caused your clothes to be covered with mud. I'll take care of the cleaning bill if you like. Eh? Oh, you're talking about my parka? Don't you worry your fancy little head about it. It's reversible, so I can just flip it around later and it's good as new. That won't do much for mud stains, though. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, let's restart the investigation, sir. The crowd has made a mess at the crime scene. I hope some traces of the criminal are still left behind. Oh god, hi! Look who's standing here. This is a terrible incident indeed, Mr. Edgeworth. Who is this man again? I, Winston Payne, am willing to assist as a prosecutor. He's a prosecutor? Why did you come here today? I accompanied the chief prosecutor. His voice sounds like the one that I heard on the tape earlier. Hey, Penniking, how are ya? Oh, sorry. Alright, so we're investigating an assassination attempt on the president of Zengfar. That was the country that was they had the smuggling ring completely screwing with their economy. And so the president came here to do a speech and someone tried to kill him. And, well, we're trying to find out who. Yeah, that pretty much sums it up. It's a tutorial case, so... Also, this woman hanging out with us is a reporter who is learning from Lotta. So she's kind of Lotta-ish in her speech mannerisms. Was he one of the men standing in front of Miss Swift? And where is the chief now? The chief is a busy man. He had special permission to leave the premises. I forget what my Payne voice is, sorry. The chief called me here and then left by himself. I'm not completely satisfied with this. This is a terrible incident indeed, Mr. Edgeworth. I, Winston Payne, am willing to assist as a prosecutor. Why did you come here today? Okay. Alright, that's the same dialogue. How did the assassination fail? So, well, it might be successful. The president was shot, but he's in the plane he arrived in at the moment, and no one will tell us if he's okay. So, I'm just assuming and hoping that he's not going to die, but you know, he might still pass away. She can learn all the techniques from Lotta, but she can never learn the heart. Very good. Want to look at this flag? No? Okay. Talk to Gummy. Yes, sir. These camera flashes have been blinding me all day, sir. The media and even these onlookers have been in a photo frenzy. This is a rare event for them. Just let them be. But they're clearly taking pictures of you and me, Mr. Edgeworth. This is a violation of our publicity rights. I'm going to do something about it. Before I could stop him, he had already run off. Searching for cameras that took pictures of him and making the crowd angry in the process. This is a man who truly never betrays your expectations. You can press the L button to look over information that you've collected so far, sir. By the way, Mr. Edgeworth, do you still remember my name? Of course I do. What are you talking about? Evidence and people related to the case are recorded now in the organiser, sir. You can also use my profile to refresh your memory of me, sir. I'll try it out later by pressing the R button. It's an AA case, of course someone's gonna die. Yeah, honestly I'm expecting him to die. There's no point in just holding on to the evidence, sir. Evidence should be presented, obviously. That's why each piece of evidence needs to be examined in greater detail, sir. Front to back, side to side, corner to corner, near, far, wherever you are. You have to put the evidence through the ringer. I agree with everything except that last statement. You'll risk damaging the evidence. Ha ha ha! That's just a figure of speech. I wouldn't literally put the evidence through a ringer. You can never tell with this man. What can we show him? Yes, there was a steel samurai balloon present, and a bullet went through it and deflated it, so Edgeworth is very upset about that. Yeah, I badged him. And he's talking about how he would lose it because he loses his police badge all the time. Samurai balloon. There's so many spin-offs in the Steel Samurai series, it's hard to keep track of all the characters. The ruptured balloon was made to resemble the original Steel Samurai. Everyone should know that much at least. I didn't know that, sir. Besides, they all have 2 eyes, 1 nose and 1 mouth. Every human has those exact same attributes as well. Humans don't have silver skin, though. I don't even know how to respond to him anymore. Tape recorder. Oh, he doesn't know what to say about the tape recorder. Bullet's trajectory. Okay. Actually, can we present profiles? I don't think we can. Nope. Nicole Swift. I guess you could say that Bullet took the wind out of Edgy's sails. Yeah, well, you're catching up on the puns, that's all you're doing. Nicole Swift, age 20, gender female. A reporter covering the president's welcoming event, seeking a scoop. Tape recorder. Contains a recording of the speech. 2 gunshots can be heard. Shrill old man. According to the schedule, there's a meeting after this. Another old man. You seem quite pleased that the Yatagarasu incident has been resolved. Alright, so I guess the shrill old man is Pain. And the other old man must be the chief prosecutor. Bullet's trajectory, yeah. Yeah, nothing much to learn from this yet. I like her music. I still want to know what's up with that freaking bear trap though. Did you come here to cover the welcoming event? You betcha! I wouldn't have missed it for the world! What time did the event start? It started after the rain stopped pouring. It had been raining all morning long. The president's plane got here at 1:45 PM. Then, the president began his speech at around 2 PM. When did the shooting occur? I reckon it happened sometime around 2:20 PM. So, it occurred about 20 minutes after the speech began. Yep! It was right then! The sound of gunshots ripped through the air! And then poor old president collapsed on stage! And that's what went down! On March 25th, 2:25 PM at Gord Lake Park. What was that all of a sudden? Oh, that? I was just recording some notes. It's for my report. If I think of something good, I take note of it right away. It ain't often you get the chance to cover a presidential assassination. Gotta make it dramatic and heart-wrenching. I'm gonna write me one action-packed article. Did the president actually collapse on stage? The bodyguards escorted him onto the plane, sir. You'll have to pardon my embellishments. Sometimes I get a little carried away. It seems that it would be best if I took this woman's testimony with a grain of salt. Honestly, I've heard just recording stuff that just recording notes to yourself is a good idea whenever you think of something cool or something useful. Well now, I guess you could call me a reporter. It sure sounds different when somebody else calls you that. Reporter Nicole Swift. Yep, it's got a nice ring to it. Just to be clear, you are an actual reporter, correct? In training. What? Then how many articles have you written so far? Oh, you mean like actual published works? None at the moment. Yet. You still call yourself a reporter? Well, this case is going to put me in the spotlight. I done captured the whole entire speech perfectly. No bloopers at all. With this mic and this tape recorder, I'm going to be a shining star in the broadcast world, just like my mentor. This woman's testimony. So, Mr. Prosecutor, how do you know my mentor? You're the one who brought up the subject. I may or may not have said something like that. As a reporter, you should take responsibility for your words. But my mentor always tells me, a reporter should always leak information freely. What? What a public nuisance. She told me that when she gave me this here tape recorder. Get out there and record all the scandalous scoops you can get. So you create smoke where there's no fire. I'm amazed you call yourself a reporter. I don't start the fires. I just fan out the smoke. As far and wide as I can. Isn't that what I just said? Alright, time to badge her. This here's the famous. What? Why ain't you wearing it? It's just not my custom. I see them attorneys wearing them all the time. What do you have to say about that? No comment. The difference between public prosecutors and private attorneys becomes clear as day. I'd appreciate it if you didn't fabricate such false comments. Newspaper article. I can't believe I got this scoop because of this here article. The newspaper sure is amazing. You came here because you read this article. That's right. I started preparing for this 2 days ago. So the news media gets its news from other outlets too. Well, other outlets now. Say what you will, but I'm working my tail off here. Of course, it'd be a different story if Mr. Prosecutor would actually cooperate with me. What a shameless reporter. She's got a lot of different slogans on her jacket, doesn't she? She's got iFly, See Us, IKEO, which I guess is IKEA. Can't read the other one. So K-Ob? Cob? That one with the globe on her sleeve? Yeah. No. Still samurai. At that moment, the prosecutor presents his evidence. A faintly shining... What'd you just show me? Never mind. Looks like she doesn't know anything about it. Speaking of which, you ain't gonna give me my interview yet. Well, let's begin. What's your favourite food, Mr. Prosecutor? It's tea, pal. He even has his own original blend in the office. Oh, Mr. Prosecutor's quite the... Borghese? How do you pronounce that? Borghese? Who are you calling Borghese? And why are you answering her questions, Detective? It's alright, sir. I know pretty much all there is to know about you. Ooh, what else can you tell me? It's dangerous to leave these two alone. I don't think I've ever heard that word. Nothing to say about the bullet trajectory. Alright. There's the rest of the crowd. You are with the television crew, are you not? Oh, that's right, but... Then you must have recorded the speech. I'd like to see the footage. Yeah, about that. That will be difficult. What was that, pal? It's your duty as a citizen to cooperate with the investigation. After the incident, the guests knocked over the TV camera in the panic. All the footage was lost. If there was any footage left, it could have been vital evidence. Yeah, it's too bad, sir. Ha 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 ha. Uh-oh, who's this gonna be? What was that? Looks like you're in a jam, Mr. Edgeworth. That voice. Kay! Yay! Didn't expect her to show up already. Kay. Long time no see, Mr. Edgeworth. The hero of justice. Kay Faraday is here to save the day. Hero. I guess she wouldn't refer to herself as a heroine. So, have you given up on this great thief business yet? Nope, I haven't stopped. I'm just on vacation. I'm still in training to become the second Yatagarasu. About 2 weeks ago, this girl became involved in one of my cases. The mysterious phantom thief, the Yatagarasu. The case of a gentleman thief who steals the truth for the sake of justice. This girl is the successor to that great thief. If you need to pick a lock or untie a rope, leave it to me. But since I'm still in training, I haven't actually stolen anything yet. Kay, what are you doing here? Isn't it obvious? I wanted to join in the festivities. She does seem to have a fondness for these kind of events. Afterwards, I thought I'd come meet up with you guys. Well, we're glad to see you. You look like you've been doing well, pal. It's been a while, Gummy. I'm glad you're well too. Kay, you said earlier that you could help me out. Please don't be surprised, Mr. Edgeworth. I took a photo that captures the exact moment of the crime. Ooh. It's bourgeoisie. It's French upper class. Oh, thank you. Bourgeoisie. She hasn't stolen anything yet. What about the spotlight? Yeah, that's a good point. I see. Could you show it to us at once? The same as usual, I see. Can't you act even a little surprised? Yeah, that prosecutor's always in a sour mood. He even got annoyed when I called him my second mentor. Oh, by the way, I'm Nicole Swift, up-and-coming investigative reporter. Nice to meet you, Nicole. Yeah, Mr. Edgeworth's really... Enough idle chatter. Can you please just show us the photo? Fine. Here. This is a photo I took right at the moment of the gunshot. Are they using suitcases as shields? It was awful. Everyone in the audience was running in panic. This photo depicts the president and his 2 bodyguards. What is this? Thank you, Kay. This will be a very important clue. Oh, you got that sharp look in your eyes. Did you find something, Mr. Prosecutor? In this photo, there is a contradiction. This photo? I don't see nothing. Time to point out the contradiction. It's hard to phonetically spell out the first bit. Okay. Yeah, I'll look it up. Thank you, Lauren. If you don't understand, then I'll show you. The scene captured in the photo and the evidence I have on hand. By comparing the two, I'll find the contradiction. It's time for my deductive skills to come into play. First, I have to find the spot that holds the contradiction. Oh, it did it automatically. Once I've found the contradiction, I press the X button with conviction. Then I present the evidence that contradicts the spot. Alright, what contradicts it? Gunshots can be heard. Something strange about his head? I don't think so. The left side of the audience area. This car should be in the way though, right? Eureka! This spot clearly contradicts the evidence. I don't really see the connection, but... You still don't see. There's definitely a contradiction. Mr. Edgeworth, when you're wrong, you should just admit it. I couldn't have been wrong. Just wait, I'll show you proof. Yeah, I'm thinking this must be something weird about this photo. Just that there's two. Well, he has a it's not highlighting the red dot though. That's what's confusing me. Like, how did this person miss so much is my question. Is this what we're pointing at? No? Okay. Still samurai? What if I try presenting? I tried the I tried the trajectory and the tape. Kind of just process of elimination. Now, I still don't really see anything. Not really following the logic, so I'm just gonna try things. Alright. Miss Swift, this newspaper contains a photograph of the president. I'd like you to compare it with the photo Kay took at the scene. What do you mean? Oh! I don't see it. That's right. There's something on the president's forehead that wasn't there before. Oh, are we just looking at the red dot? Oh god. Is that a mole? Certainly looks like a red mole. Is that what we're... Oh, okay. Oh, I get it. The badge is clearly the answer. Yes. I thought the red dot was so obvious, I didn't think it was what I was pointing at. And also, it wasn't highlighted by the square. Because, like, the square, I didn't present the square, it took control from me. Yeah, the auto-selected region was nowhere near the dot, yeah. Ow. I thought it was like pointing out like above his, like on his eyebrow or something, I don't know. That's foolish. It's hard to believe that a mole would pop out of thin air like that. Maybe a bug bit him, sir. That all? I thought you were onto something. Turns out it's just an itty-bitty bug bite. You were talking with such a serious look on your face. I was getting all excited. The way to the truth always begins with small contradictions. Ooh, that's a great way of putting it. I'll be using that for my article. Okay, use camera data. Okay. Let's have a look. See. Nothing different. Okay. And we can talk to Kay. What's up? I'm glad she's here already. She's great. What do you think? Just like a real hero, right? Yes, a new truth has come to light thanks to you. I'm trying to live up to the reputation as the second generation Yatagarasu. Still, I hope to show you more of what I learned from my training. In regards to your training, please tell me you didn't. Don't worry, I didn't steal anything. I'm still taking a break from being a great thief. That's nice to hear. I want to hurry up and fight for the truth, just like my father. But I'm still in training, and I haven't found any members to join me yet. The Yatagarasu, huh? She said that she wanted to recruit some girls to join her. There just aren't that many girls out there who want to become a great thief. Well, I would hope not. This photo of the president and the president from the newspaper. No matter how you look at it, the red mole is a contradiction. It's hard to believe that the red mole just appeared out of thin air. It's obviously... what do they call it? A tracer? Yeah. I got it. Let me steal a line that you said earlier. The way to the truth always begins with small thefts. That's not what I said at all. Stealing is an art. I rearranged it to fit my style. Your version seems to have lost the true essence of my words. Badge. That's a really cool badge. It depicts a blazing sun on top of winter frost, right? Yes, it symbolises the severity of the criminal justice system. My badge has symbols too. It symbolises love and justice and peace and courage and honour and kindness. What happened to truth? I believe that even a great thief has rights. For example, we have the right to choose what we want to steal. I guess she doesn't consider this valuable. Balloon. The Steel Samurai is cool, but I like the German Ninja best. Armed with only his singing voice, he journeys his way through the warring Muromachi age. He's so awesome. If I recall, the protagonist isn't your ordinary ninja. That's right, he uses his ninja songs to propel himself towards stardom. Maybe I should give it a try as the singing great thief. It would make her easier to catch. I guess I shouldn't stop her. Laser sight. Yeah, there we go. Thank you. Panicking? Yeah, I couldn't remember what to call it. Nothing to say there. Nothing to say there. A red mole, huh? I've got it. Looks like someone got out the good old Sharpie while the president was asleep. Well then, this photo has no connection to our case. No, there's definitely a connection. After all, I'm the one who stole the photo. Now, keys in our profiles. Age 17, gender female, self-purported great thief. Searches for the truth as the second Yatagarasu. Cool. Also, let's save. Haven't done that in a little while. Need to drink more water. See if Gummy's got anything to say about her. Nope. Ah. Present the photo. No, okay. Already talked to you, didn't I? Is there any way to recover the lost footage? Yeah, about that. That will be difficult. Why is that, pal? Couldn't you just repair the footage piece by piece? Yeah, that's very easy to do, Gumshoe. But the tape was crushed to pieces. Crushed to pieces? That's right. The guests in the audience were stepping all over the tape. Ugh, the director's gonna kill me. It is a news van for the local media. The tyres are stuck in the mud. That reminds me of the time when I helped push your car out of the mud, sir. You just drove off and left me behind. Oh, I was totally bummed out. Now that he mentions it, I do seem to recall something like that happening. But 15 minutes later, you did a U-turn and came back to pick me up. As expected of Mr. Edgeworth, I knew that you wouldn't forget about me, sir. Yes, of course not. Except for those 15 minutes, of course. Wow, Edgeworth. Wow. Wow. He takes Gumshoe for granted. You all need to go through the garbage? Your prosecutor's got a tough job. Detective Gumshoe. Right away, sir. So it's a detective's job to go through the trash. Prosecutors don't want to dirty their hands. Let's see. I hope I find something good. The detective seems to be a little too eager about the searching through the trash. This is a winning popsicle stick. Detective? Sorry, sir. Let's see. Something related to the case. Look what I found, sir. Yes, good work. Let's have a closer look. I'll need to view this object from various angles to uncover the truth hidden within. Is this how he talks about everything? Yes, sir. Just give me the word and I'll spin the evidence round and round. Hold the R button and use the D-pad. Yep, okay. If you want to zoom in or zoom out, I'll move the evidence for you, sir. X button to zoom in, Y button to zoom out. Yep. If you find something suspicious, please let us know immediately, sir. Move the cursor to a spot of interest and press yep. Alright, let's give it a try. Can't even rotate a bag on his own, yes. Apparently. Oh, hi. Yeah, yes, this is what we're interested in, not the gun. It's a document of some sort. Let's see. President's security detail. These are the plans for the President's security, sir. It depicts a security layout. The bodyguards' names are written on here too. Leader Rook, Lieutenant Knightley. Yep, chess pieces. Rook takes Knightley's place. Pay extra attention to the lake area. In the case of an emergency, Knightley will lead the president inside the plane. You can't see what's under the text. Rook and Knightley. Those two guys from the photo, sir. The bodyguards are not from the Republic of Zengfa. It seems that the president hired a local security firm. Oh. Why didn't he use the police force of Zengfa? You want to know the reason? That's another big scoop. Do you know something about it? I was just at the Zengfa embassy the other day, fixing to get me some news material. That's when I heard. It sounds like the president's got plenty of enemies. He also don't get along too well with the top brass of the Zengfa police. I see. He doesn't even trust the people of his own country. This could be related to the assassination attempt. But why would this document be in the bag? That is strange indeed. It concerns the safety of the president. Normally, it would be under tight security. This bag? There's something else in it, sir. This is... It's a good gun, sir. Mr. Edgeworth. Could this bag have belonged to the... Indeed. It is possible that the assassin may have thrown it away. It's a revolver. For something like this to appear in a place like this. This is a very obvious place to dispose of a weapon, don't you think? Or like thrown it in the water. It's supposed to be hard to do that with people looking for suspicious people, but yeah. Hey, Counting, how are ya? AI2 is interesting because even the first case is really long. Ah, okay. Guess we probably won't finish it today then. Revolver Ocelot. Is this the work of a professional assassin? He must have used that document to carry out the crime, sir. This revolver. I will need to take a closer look at it. This is a laser pointer. It's an implement you attach to a gun to help you aim with a laser, sir. Just press here and... It's firing a red laser, sir. You know what, I'm just gonna go to this view. It keeps swapping back and forth. Laser pointer! I have a laser pointer. Cleo loves it. Isn't this the cutest thing? It's like shaped like a cat and it's USB chargeable. Ah, it's the best. If I click it, I wonder if she'll come running. No, she understands the noise of it though. Anyway, I'm playing a game. Did the assassin use this laser pointer to target the president? Still, there's something about that laser pointer. I think it's a good time to go over the pieces of information that I have collected. Sloppiest assassin you've ever seen, yeah. Delayed playing some Hearts of Iron 4. Ah, what is Hearts of Iron 4? Is it like a big strategy game? It went off the rails really hard, up to and including an Australian Civil War. Wow. This gun fired 2 bullets. That matches the number of gunshots heard. This must be the murder weapon, sir. Revolver data jotted down. Yeah. This bag has provided us with lots of useful evidence. Dumpster diving really paid off, sir. Good work, detective. I have one more request. Please tell the forensics team to check the gun and the bag for fingerprints. Yes, sir. If we can obtain fingerprints, it would be a huge breakthrough in our investigation. I've got the results back, sir. Well, that was fast. Of course. I made them double time it. Unfortunately, we couldn't find any fingerprints, sir. Are you certain you did a thorough search? Of course, we combed every inch. We even took out the bullets and examined them, sir. Maybe there's some time dilation going on here. Can tell how many shots were fired just by looking at it. Yeah, the bullets that have been fired. There's just like a casing left. Or I don't know much about guns, but I know that you can tell when there's a bullet that's been fired. The Successionists were called the Emu Empire. No joke. It's a grand strategy game set in the lead-up and course of World War II. When you turn on ahistorical options, sometimes magical things happen. That sounds pretty interesting. As expected, this won't be easy. Alright, let's have a look at our new findings. A terrorist in the audience. We can't be certain there is one. Huh. Okay, so these look like nice notes from the security company. Not from the killer. So the killer got hold of them. Yeah, which button? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, see how those two bullets look different? Yeah, I think it's... Yeah, I don't know much about bullets, but... Is that like the casing left behind, I think? Something like that. This would be the grip. I've held the grip of several guns in the past, but it's never been a very pleasant feeling. Zoom out. You know what, let's just use the stylus. Rotate. Rotate. I don't think there's anything else to look at, so... That's everything. It's a wooden signpost. It seems to have been erected recently. Let's see. The Gaudy Museum is about 50 yards ahead. And 80 yards from here... What is it, detective? Speak up. 80 yards from here, there's a boat rental shop. It really hasn't been very long since I was involved in that case. That brings back memories, detective. Yes, sir. It brings back memories for me, too. Yeah, it wouldn't be very pleasant memories, though. Here we are. What do we got with our logic button? The red mole is the laser dot, obviously. Connect those two. I've solved the mystery of the red mole. You mean it's not a bug bite, sir? It's nothing like a bug bite or an itchy rash. This is the light from a laser pointer. You mean a gun was aimed at the president's forehead? And right after that, the second gunshot was heard. That's certainly more than just an itch, sir. Indeed. I'm concerned for the president's well-being. It's become more and more likely that this gun was the weapon used in the attack. Assassin's revolver updated? But why did the criminal use a laser pointer, sir? That's right. They would have had a beam of light shining from their hands. Pew 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 pew! Way too conspicuous. And if you follow the path of the laser, you will find out who fired the shot. That's not good at all. Oh yeah, I also took some other photos. Maybe the light from the laser pointer was captured on those. It's a long shot, but there may be a chance. Okay, could you show us those photos? Coming right up. Firstly, the photo from before the incident. Oh, your face is taking up most of the frame. That's a great photo. I wanted to get a two-shot of me and the president. This was taken a little before the gunshots. Hey, look at that, that conspicuous person in the hood. And here's the one I showed you before. This was right after the first gunshot. And immediately after that, a second gunshot rang out. And then... What is this? You can't really see much in this photo. After that last photo, one of the running guests knocked me down. It looks like the shutter clicked just then. This doesn't look too helpful, pal. Well, those were all the photos I took. I'd like to examine these in a bit more detail. Investigate which photo. Let's save first. Hey WizKid, how are ya? Holy moly, you just joined, but this game is very silly, like Monty Python levels of silly. Okay, have you played this, or do you mean just from what you've seen so far? Yeah, revolvers don't eject the casings automatically. Ah, yep. Can't believe the game made you connect those two dots. Just from what you've seen? Ah, nice. Yes, that was it was kind of funny. It made me point out the laser pointer was from a gun. Let's look at the after one, because I think that one's not very useful. So I'll look at that first. Where can the light from the laser pointer be seen? It's on this person's butt. There's nothing unusual about this area. Ace Attorney is a wonderful magical treasure. Yes, it's really good. Let's see. It's definitely on her nose. Nothing unusual about this area. Oh, okay. No funny dialogue. Fine. Take that. I found it. What? Look just in front of this person in the red hood. Ah, there! Yes, that's probably the light from the laser pointer. Then, that red-hooded person would be the assassin. We did it! It's all thanks to me, right? Right. As expected, the great thief has stolen the truth. Perhaps the criminal can also be seen in the other photos. Let me examine these photos one more time. Okay, the red jacket, red parka. Where can the red hooded assassin be? Oh, there's a red... I see red here. Ah, there! The red hooded assassin. It looks like they're escaping in the panic, sir. We can see the direction they ran in. Ah, the samurai dog banner! Right. The assassin escaped towards the right side of the audience area. Detective Gumshoe. Got it, sir. We'll investigate the right side of the audience area. I'm counting on you. Can't believe he left Gumshoe alone for 15 minutes after he helped get him out of the mud. Oh. The red-hooded assassin. Since the park was sealed off, there's nowhere they could have run to. If we follow their trail, we'll definitely catch them. I bet they've disposed of the parker. Now then, let's continue with the investigation. We'll definitely find some traces of the assassin. Is he the Virgil of this game? You know, the main character is called Phoenix. Sort of. Yeah. So this is his spin-off game. Yeah, he's in the first game. He started out as a antagonist, but well, he's become good. He's more like the Vegeta, I suppose. Edgy needed to pay Gummy more. Yes. Gumshoe needs a raise. Please give him a raise. It was Red Riding Hood. Anything new to say to Gumshoe? Notice anything. At the crime scene, there will be some spots that need further investigation, sir. You can examine these spots and... Yep. However, sometimes simply examining them may not move the investigation along. Yes, sir. If there's a difference between the crime scene and what's in your organiser, it's time for your deduction to come into play. Present evidence to point out the contradiction. Yep. Tutorial. Press the X button. Yep. In doing so, the truth will naturally reveal itself. This is the tutorial case, sir. A red hood will really stand out, sir. It's almost like he's asking to be arrested. No, that's not enough. I need to search for additional identifying factors. In other words, there'd be a huge backlash. You can't arrest someone just for wearing a red hood. Detective, you've been watching too much. Kids' Masterpiece Theatre, sir. I like the quizzes at the end of the show. Now then, getting back to the trail of the assassin. Aw, don't ignore me, sir. This is the DLC episode, Edgeworth's Downfall. I'm glad we could meet again. It's going to get lively around here once more, sir. You're mistaking lively with noisy. Haha, you're such a shy guy, Mr. Edgeworth. It's okay, sir. Nobody will laugh if you say you're happy to see her again. It's not that I'm not happy. It's a complicated feeling in many ways. Well, doesn't have anything to say about that. What about the gun? A revolver, huh? It's a nice gun, sir. Don't you also use a revolver, detective? Spinning the cylinder and blowing smoke from the barrel. It's every man's dream. Isn't that right, sir? You've been watching too many detective dramas. I really expect you to have played AAI 1, possibly one of the reasons it wasn't localized. Oh, interesting. Okay. Interesting. Okay! What's up? Nothing, apparently. Ding, 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 ding. Nothing to say about that. Security plans. Nope. Okay. Gun. Nope. Okay. Never mind. Well, rip me. Just wanted to talk to Kay. Got nothing to say. Now, let's look at her photos again. I think we're done looking at them though. I don't think there's anything. Man, should this be the thumbnail? This is a good thumbnail. It's a good picture. Yeah, I don't think there's anything new here. Gun! 2 shots have been fired. Okay, nothing new there. No. I thought it said it updated the revolver, but guess there's nothing important there. Nothing new there. President Huang's got lots of enemies, both inside and outside his country. It ain't a question of whether or not someone would shoot him, but where someone would shoot him. Don't tell me that you came here hoping for him to get shot. Of course not. The president's an important person, right? So I reckon if I came here, I'd get myself a little scoop. Covering the president's visit isn't much of a scoop, is it? Oh, you just don't get it, Mr. Prosecutor. Nothing new there. Okay. Samurai dogs. Wonder if Larry's still working here. He changes jobs a lot, so he could be back working at this booth. I can see the sky reflected in the puddle after the rain stopped. Was that a haiku, sir? You're quite a poet, Mr. Edgeworth. That was not my intention. Well then, how would you describe it? How's this, sir? The rain leaves behind a puddle. Just like Mr. Edgeworth's logic leaves me in a muddle. Not bad for a poet. Not good for a detective. I thought it was good. This is... It's a red button, sir. Could this be... ripped off from something? This could be related to the person in the red hood. They're selling cheery cherry samurai dogs. I don't believe I've ever had a cherry dog. I've always wondered, what do cherry dogs taste like, sir? They use cherries instead of a hot dog, so it probably tastes like cherries. But why do they call it a cherry dog if there's no hot dog in it, sir? You have a point. The truth about cherry dogs. It remains a mystery, sir. It is a cheap-looking food stand made out of plywood. They're selling samurai dogs. Mr. Edgeworth, I've got $2, sir. Am I imagining things, or are you suggesting we take a snack break during our investigation? Of course not, sir. I just thought, it could help us with our investigation. I'll buy you a box when we're finished with the investigation. I'm sorry, sir. What? What's with that look on your face? Is there a problem? No. That was just unexpected, sir. Oh my god, Edgeworth's becoming nicer. It's a testament to the effort the fan translation team put into this game that all the various company logos on Lotta Hart Jr.'s Parker were added by them. Oh wow, yeah, they were all done. In the original, they're different. Yeah, I noticed the iFly logo. Yeah, that didn't even click that they put in all that work. Wow. Yeah, this my hair's covering my badge. This fan translation is I forget I'm playing a fan translation. It's so dang good. Yeah, it's really good. Just gonna drink some more water. Okay. And see the Parker hiding under there. Anything else to look at first though? Okay. There's something red down there. Detective Gumshoe, please check underneath the food stall. Something's stuck down here. Let's see. It is a red raincoat. Could this be the assassin's? It appears that he got rid of his raincoat before he ran away. Red raincoat. Yep, it's not going to be that easy. This sleeve, it's inside out. It's also missing a button. Oops. That's not a spot. There we go. The left sleeve. There doesn't appear to be anything out of place. It's not turned inside out, and the button is still tightly in place. Even though it was thrown away, it looks a bit too clean. Alright. Is there anything else to investigate here? I already checked this area earlier, but okay. I think we're done here. Only giveaway that it's a fan translation is some of the name choices for later characters aren't punny enough. Aww. Apart from that, it really is one of the best translation projects you've ever come across. Ah, that's really good to hear. That's awesome. There are toy rifles lined up neatly on top of the counter. Oh, it's a shooting booth, sir? I hate to brag, but I'm actually pretty good at these. I thought you said that you weren't good with guns. It's not that I'm not good with them. I just don't like guns, sir. Ooh, there's hope for him yet. Normally that's what you would call not being good with guns. Hard disagree, Edgeworth. Hard disagree. The flag from the shooting booth is lying on the ground. The crowd probably knocked it over. Judging from all the footprints on the flag, there must have been quite a panic. Do you know where you can buy these flags, sir? Why do you want to know? Are you going to write Gumshoe on the flag and carry it around with you? Yeah, how did you know, sir? Don't tell me. Mr. Edgeworth, did you just read my mind, sir? I meant it as a joke, though. For him to actually have thought that. What else? No, didn't mean to talk to you. something to examine over here. It's a hand from the Steel Samurai balloon. Or rather, it's a fan. Mr. Edgeworth, there could be a dying message, sir. That's nonsense. The President isn't dead. No, I meant from the Steel Samurai. He could have left one behind. Listen up, Detective. That Steel Samurai is a balloon. You've said it before yourself. Every piece of evidence has a story to tell, sir. I'm certain that this Steel Samurai has one to tell too. That wasn't what I meant. In any case, there's no new information here. Alright, let's look at our logic button after we save. Guns are so distasteful, a crude instrument for the unrefined weakling. Gumshoe in Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Is that something Virgil said? Because I don't remember. That sounds like a Virgil quote though. Yeah, right. Well, the button came off the sleeve. That is a Virgil quote. Nice. It looks like the fallen button came from the raincoat. Raincoat? It probably fell off when the assassin took off the raincoat. If you look closely, you can see that the right sleeve is inside out, sir. It appears they took it off in a hurry. The button was probably torn off. After shooting the President, the assassin disposed of the gun and the bag in the garbage bin. Then, during the panic, they moved from the left to the right side of the audience area. The bullet's trajectory led us to suspect someone who was on the left side of the audience area. The assassin then took off the raincoat and hid it under the stand. The assassin was in a hurry to remove the raincoat. That's why there are signs that the right sleeve was hastily removed. It also explains why the button was torn off. If that's the case, why is the left sleeve not in the same state? Ah, that sleeve isn't inside out. On the contrary, the button is still tightly fixed. What do you mean, sir? To find the answer, we must examine this raincoat in detail. These first logic connections are so obvious. Really wouldn't think to connect the two manually. No, it's a tutorial, but damn, yes. The right sleeve is turned inside out. And you can see where the button's been torn off. Indeed, this raincoat must have been removed in a hurry. I'd like to investigate the inside of this raincoat. Detective Gumshoe. Got it. Why can't... oh, okay. Blood. Interesting. This is a blood stain. Judging by the location, this is most likely the assassin's own blood. So, we're looking for someone who's injured, sir. Not just any injury, Detective. An injury on their left arm. What do you mean, sir? The criminal was in a hurry to take off their coat. Yeah, they weren't wearing the left sleeve. Okay. That's why the right sleeve is inside out. On the other hand, the left sleeve remained unchanged. How did this difference arise? Quite simply, the assassin couldn't get his arm through the left sleeve. If you think of it like that, it all starts to add up. Furthermore, a blood stain was found on the left side of the raincoat. I see! He couldn't get his injured arm to fit through the sleeve. Yes, indeed. I'd say the possibility is quite high. Alright. So possibly someone who's wearing a sling? It's all coming together. Detective Gumshoe, I want you to pull our assassin out of the crowd. Roger that, sir. Someone with an injured left arm, right? You must have a good head on your shoulders if you did see through me, Mr. Prosecutor. Finding the assassin with only that much evidence shouldn't be a problem at all. That's our Edgeworth. With everyone in the park sealed in, the assassin should still be within the crowd. I'm counting on you, Detective Gumshoe. March 25 at 3:27 PM. Gord Lake Park audience area. Mr. Edgeworth, we've found a suspicious person in that condition, sir. That's gotta be the assassin. Okay, we haven't proven that this person is the assassin yet. For now, this is just a person of interest. Don't jump to conclusions. Got it. I'll control myself. There's no doubt that this is the guy who targeted the president, sir. It takes a daring person to target someone's life in front of an audience. Detective, bring him here. Courteously. Yes, sir. Hey, you guys, bring him here. Oh my god. Have I tried a game over yet? Oh, no, I haven't. I should. Yeah, thank you. Oh my god, is it actually him? He's not carrying an umbrella, and his left arm is bandaged. You there! State your name! My name is John Doe. John Doe. That's an unusual name. I don't remember what voice I used for him. That is correct. This man. Have I seen him somewhere before? Prosecutor Edgeworth? You know my name. Yes, I've been observing your investigation. May I ask why you have called me here? We are searching for the assassin who attempted to murder the president. Do you recognize this red raincoat? I'm terribly sorry, but I'm afraid I do not. I believe that this raincoat belongs to the assassin. Oh my, that is terrible indeed. This person should also have a severe injury on the left side of their body. Precisely like yours. I have no relation to this. A stare down! Mano a mano! It's like they're firing laser beams out of their eyes. So, what happens next? Obviously a confrontation, pal. A battle of wits between two gentlemen. Should I hear his explanation? Wait, why wouldn't I hear his explanation? Save. Yeah, I don't remember his name, his voice at all, so he sounds like Edgeworth at the moment. What if I don't hear his explanation? Detective Gumshoe, how long do you plan on talking with a civilian? Oh, sorry about that, sir. What? Hey, that's mean. At least let me learn something. Wait, I'm confused. What just happened? No, don't. I want to restart. Yeah. I'm gonna load my save. Detectives can't talk to civilians? Yeah, I'm not quite following what happened there. A little confused. And I'm very surprised that the killer's back. Here is explanation. A witness might lie or misunderstand. If you find a contradiction in their statement, you present evidence, pal. Press the R button to look at... Wait. Okay, I'm hearing Gumshoe's explanation? Okay. And if you find a contradiction, what do you do then? At those times, you press the witness for more details. Oh, I see. Yep. It's basically skipping tutorial. Okay. Alright, sir. Could you give us a demonstration, please? Go, Mr. Prosecutor. You are America's best. She just won't quit. Mr. Doe's testimony. He's even got his own symbol on his jacket. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof? Clearly, my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. You didn't wear a raincoat, so that's your claim. Yes, not everyone uses a raincoat for protection against the rain. I am an umbrella person after all. I'm definitely a raincoat person. Umbrellas will hinder your movement. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. This wasn't what I wanted to talk about. I hope you understand. I am not the assassin. Unfortunately, leaving a testimony unexamined goes against my principles. How troublesome. I am but a simple ice cream salesman. Oops. Please excuse me. In the panic earlier, my wound seems to have reopened. There's no mistaking that the owner of this raincoat is the assassin. Furthermore, the owner has an injured left arm. Mr. Doe, I shall reveal your true colours for all to see. Yeah, his ice cream's adorable. Yeah, do you want to hear an explanation of the cross-examination? Yeah, I didn't realise that was... Yeah, basically asking if I wanted a tutorial. Hey, UED, how are ya? Yeah, we're playing an Ace Attorney game that was not officially translated into English. So it's we're using a fan translation. And it's very good. Yeah, so far it's feels like an official game. Mr. Doe's testimony. I understand that the person in the raincoat is suspicious. However, that doesn't mean that he was injured. I don't suppose you have proof. Clearly my left arm is injured, but I can still use my right arm. When it was raining, I used an umbrella. I have no need for a raincoat. I guess it'd be inevitable to lose an umbrella in the panic, sir. Do you also intend to say it was inevitable his wound just happened to reopen? So then, it wasn't? All we know is the assassin's left arm is injured. Mr. Doe has such an injury. His left arm is even bleeding. Very suspicious, sir. The problem is how to link this fact to Mr. Doe. I should use the R button to do. This one's pretty obvious, but I want to press everything because that's what I do. Go back. Press. So you admit that the person in the red raincoat is suspicious? Yes, I have been watching your investigation from the audience seating. An assassin. How dreadful. Press. What if I had evidence to prove that he was injured? You certainly seem confident. I expected no less of you, Mr. Prosecutor. You know of me. It's because you're famous, sir. Maybe he read about you in the newspaper. I have been observing your investigation. This man is clearly suspicious. If I expose his lies, I should be able to uncover the assassin's true identity. Press. That looks quite severe. When did you suffer that injury? A short while ago. That's it? Even preparing a single ice cream cone is now a difficult task. Due to the injury, I could not hold an umbrella with my left hand. From what I can see, you don't seem to be carrying an umbrella. I'm sure you're well aware that the rain stopped just before the incident occurred. I do remember. Afterwards, the number of spectators swelled. It hasn't even been an hour since then. Are you saying you lost it in only a matter of minutes? Yes, exactly. Having your umbrella stolen in that crowd wouldn't have taken more than that, would it? Gah, that's... He has a point, but... The fact is, I had an umbrella when it was raining. Shall I try a game over? Let's save. I do want to see what happens when we game over here. There's quite a lot of special dialogue for that kind of thing. Have a badge. Your statement just now, it contradicts this piece of evidence. Is that so? Do you need glasses? No, I do not. Not yet. Is that so? What about hearing aids? Way too much HP. Yeah. It keeps refilling my health, so I don't think I'll naturally get a game over in the tutorial. Gah. There's no contradiction. I should take another look at the evidence while I listen to his testimony. Well, we can fast forward through this text now. Oh, maybe not. But of course, to what do I have the pleasure of looking at? Don't you have anything to say? Nothing in particular. The good old badge. Most important item. Oh yeah. I have one. Yay! There's only 2 of these games, so this is the only other game I can wear the badge in. Sad. Because for the main games I'll be wearing a defense badge. Badge. This is why AA games need a Heaven and Hell mode, yes. Prosecutor Edgeworth, can't you see my ice cream is melting? The problem now is not your ice cream, but your testimony. I would say that the real problem lies with your statement. I'm gonna have to re-watch my VODs of Case 2-4 to remember how I voiced him. Your evidence clearly contradicts my badge. Oops, I hit press, not present. Yeah, Heaven and Hell mode. I might save here in case I want to keep low health for like checking later game over things. Assuming it doesn't just refill my health again. The killer was... He was very scary in Case 2-4. Here he seems kind of sloppy. Very sloppy, actually. So I'm very surprised that it's him. Edgy in his DT regen. Rip Truth. Gone forever. To come this far, only to lose the truth. But it seems there's nothing I can do now. Oh really? We don't get any special dialogue from the killer? Ah. Thus the truth was lost for all eternity. Wow, they didn't put much effort into that one, did they? I guess they just assumed no one would lose in the tutorial. Alright. So proving that the guy in the raincoat was injured, we show the raincoat. Mr. Doe, you seem to be a very cautious person. However, today seems to be different, because you left this behind. You must be mistaken. That does not belong to me. Or perhaps you have evidence that proves otherwise? Mr. Doe, is your injury all right? The wound seems to have opened. Indeed, it is quite troublesome. Yes, I'm sure it is. You have my deepest sympathies. After all, you would have escaped had your wounds not opened up. What do you mean? There is no mistaking that the one who wore this raincoat was injured. And I can prove that person was you. With this. I see, the ice cream is sweating. That's... On the inside of this raincoat, there is a small blood stain. It's the blood of the assassin. Oh, it landed back in his hand. Attacking the president is a serious crime, pal. You'll cause an international incident. No matter how long you keep silent, your true nature will soon come to light. A blood test will settle this. The blood from the raincoat, and the blood from your bandaged arm. I have all the evidence I need. Why don't you just admit it? You're the assassin who attacked the president. I am not the assassin. You don't know when to give up. If this was a game of chess, you would have been checkmated a long time ago. Admit your defeat gracefully. Seems completely unfazed. I suppose I have no choice. I'll admit it. Indeed, the raincoat is mine. He confessed, sir! Arrest him! Arrest him! However, that does not mean I shot the president. What's that, pal? Prosecutor Edgeworth, all you have proven is that I wore the raincoat. What sort of crime is that? Part 2. I'm no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Wait, what? Are you satisfied this time? His story's getting fishier by the minute. He's really suspicious. Glaring at me won't help. We've got evidence. Here, look at this guy in the red raincoat. That's got to be the assassin. I see. That is certainly not me. What? Prosecutor Edgeworth, please consider this carefully. Was I really the only one who wore a red raincoat? Whether he was or not, the person in the photo can only be Mr. Doe. But why? This man's self-confidence and intensity. I am no assassin. I'm just a simple ice cream salesman. Yes. As an ice cream salesman, you must know quite a bit about ice cream. But of course, ask me anything you wish. Curses! I don't know anything about ice cream. Another good thumbnail. Which thumbnail do we go with? So, what's the most important thing about making ice cream? Hey Shizzle, how are ya? Good to see ya. Mr. Edgeworth, the most important thing about making ice cream is honor. Honor? To make ice cream? Without honor, ice cream is nothing more than sweet ice. Do you understand? I am just a simple ice cream salesman. All I did was put on that red raincoat and listen to the president's speech. Yeah, so we've started this game and, well, right away it seems we've run into Shelly the Killer. There was an assassination attempt on the president of Zengfar. And yeah, really seems like it's him. And my voice is already getting really sore. I have to make sure I drink some honey tonight. Why did you use a raincoat instead of an umbrella? Is it strange to wear a raincoat on a rainy day? It's strange to purposely wear a raincoat when you can't get your arm into it. If both my hands were occupied, I wouldn't be able to serve ice cream. Why didn't you mention that in your testimony earlier? I'm terribly sorry. It must have slipped my mind. After all, I had just gone through all that. All that? The shooting of the president, of course. It surprised me to see the bodyguards take action just before the gunshot rang out. Yeah, this part's fishy. Honestly think it's nigh impossible to fire a revolver with only one arm. The recoil would be rather insane. It's a point that comes up in another game. Ah, okay. So the bodyguards reacted before the gunshot went off. Yes, the bodyguards moved first. The one on the left side of the stage in particular. You saw it all quite clearly. I have good eyesight. The names are written on the upper left of the security plan. The bodyguard on the left side would be Mr. Rook. That is correct. Mr. Ethan Rook, I believe. How do you know that? Perhaps he noticed the light from the laser pointer? That man is no ordinary individual. From their actions, I don't believe that the bodyguards were amateurs. This man isn't an ordinary individual either. Perhaps add that statement to your testimony. As you wish. The man on the left side of the stage was exceptionally quick. A Mr. Ethan Rook, as I recall. Alright, I'm coming back to that one because that's very obviously fishy. Everyone in the audience immediately tried to escape, creating a state of panic. Panic. Ing. Ah. But you yourself did not run? No, I did not. Ha! What were you doing then? Amidst all the panic, someone gave my wound a big wallop. I was in terrible pain. I felt like sparks would shoot out of my eyes. But in reality, no sparks came out. Sparks don't come out of people's eyes, Kay. The person who wore the red raincoat is the assassin. That's very clear from the photo. However, Mr. Doe is saying that person wasn't him. That's just some story he made up, sir. Rip off his disguise, Mr. Edgeworth. Yes, in any case, I need to start exposing his lies. That's right, and in order to do that, we should press him for more details. So how the frick did you know this guy's name? His first name, even. So the bodyguard on the left was faster. He reacted in just an instant. His response time was superb. I believe his name was Ethan Rook. I see. He had plenty of time to react. Not necessarily. His expression never changes. This is so fishy, but I can't just say, hey, how do you know his name? Alright, I have to present something. You are your own sovereign state. That's good. Ooh, I'm only nearly 3 hours into the very first case and my voice is already upset. I'll probably have to play other games in between days of this. Plenty of cool games I can play in between days of this, though. Alright, what am I going to present to call him out on this nonsense? Can we see the guy in this photo? He was pretty far away, maybe that's what I'm gonna point out. No? Okay. We're talking a lot about his response time, but he was really far away, so... I'd like you to take a look at this evidence. But of course, to what do I have the pleasure of looking at? Don't you have anything to say? Nothing in particular. Okay. It wouldn't let me skip through that text, so I thought it was new, but it is not. Pointing out the security plans, just suggesting that he had access to these. Yeah. It seems you aren't just a simple ice cream salesman after all. You think too highly of me, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Why would a simple ice cream salesman know the name of the president's bodyguard? The name of the bodyguard? Surely you jest. Didn't you say their names just a moment ago? Mr. Knightley and Mr. Rook, correct? This is a diagram of the security plans. We learnt their names from this. However, please look. Only their surnames are written here. You distinctly said Ethan Rook. How did you know his full name when we did not? That's pretty weird, sir. Why do you know his name? Explain yourself. That was merely a slip of the tongue. It's true. This guy is the assassin. Young lady, you're being a little hasty. The reason I knew his name is quite simple. What? I am an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's. What? He and I have a bit of a connection. His is a name that I will never forget. Mr. Edgeworth, he's just telling a big fat lie. This is not a lie. I am just a simple ice cream salesman. And an acquaintance of Ethan Rook's. The ice cream is seething, yes it was. Yeah, this music's pretty good. Turn it up a little bit because I can't hear it. Yeah. In that case, let's just ask Rook himself about this. Whether or not he's acquainted with this dubious ice cream salesman. As you wish. However, that may prove difficult now. He is currently busy with the President's security, after all. Besides, even if I am not an acquaintance of Mr. Rook's, does that prove that I fired the gun? If you aren't the assassin, then why did you remove your raincoat? It was a little hot, and the rain had stopped. I wanted to air out the wound. Is there a problem with that? Ugh. I just can't seem to corner him. This should be enough to arrest him. Mr. Edgeworth, what are you doing? Hurry up and arrest him. That man's so suspicious. I'd even arrest him myself. Arrest him without evidence? How could I do such a thing? Come on, the Parker... Is the Parker, I think, proved... Come on, Mr. Edgeworth, can't you do something? Breaking news! The criminal is on the verge of escaping the prosecutor. Oh dear. They're already treating me like a criminal. I understand. Since I've been suspected this far, it seems I will have to tell the truth. The truth? What is he up to? I saw another person wearing a red hood. Of course you did. Of course you did. What? What? Surely that was the person who was in the photo. I first noticed him right before the speech, when it was still raining. I'm wondering if maybe he wasn't actually the assassin, he just happened to be here for other reasons. Because it was very sloppy of him to just dispose of the things there. That would be a good twist. Don't spoil if it's the right twist though. He caught my eye because his raincoat was the same colour as mine. In his hand I saw a laser pointer with the light aimed directly at the president. It can't be. There was another person wearing a red hood. I knew that if I wore the red raincoat, I'd be mistaken for the assassin. That is why I took off the raincoat. You saw an assassin wearing the same colour hood as yours. Wouldn't that be a nice coincidence? That's what I expected you would say, which is why I did not testify as such. Prosecutors and the police are a suspicious lot. I knew that nobody would believe me. At the moment of the incident, the assassin was very close to the prosecutor. Prosecutor? I only arrived after the incident. Not you, Prosecutor Edgeworth. That prosecutor over there. Huh? Me? Yes. You should be visible in that photo. Here, right in front of the person with the red hood. Yep, there they are. A blood test would sink him. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Yeah, no, it's cool having the tidbits on the translations. Yeah, I'm thinking... Yeah. I'm curious to see where this goes. That's me, alright. What's your point? You had a gun pointed in your back and you didn't know, that's the point. You could have been killed. What's this man driving at? I have been observing your investigation this entire time, Prosecutor Edgeworth, and I have noticed something strange. Something strange? It seems you still haven't noticed this contradiction yet. A contradiction? In this photo, the people who can be seen are the Chief, Mr. Payne, and the assassin. I don't see anything strange. Please think back carefully about the circumstances during the President's speech. I believe you are holding the evidence that contradicts this photo. Yeah, the reporter should be nearby. But I don't think I see her. Do I have evidence that contradicts this photo? It's my badge! Honestly, I'm not sure, but I'll present this. But Mr. Edgeworth, is it really okay to present evidence you're not sure about? In times like this, maybe you should hold back, sir. Yes, that's right. I didn't mean to go this far. But safe. Wonder if the Ethan in Ethan Rook is a Mission Impossible reference. Ooh. Could be. It's a shame, but you should just accept your mistake and try again. Not good. The photo shows the Chief, Mr. Payne, and the person in the red hood. And this was taken during the President's speech. I should think this over. Yeah, I think it's the tape recorder. It can't be! There's a contradiction between the photo and the tape. It seems you've noticed. Mr. Edgeworth, what's going on? There is a person missing from this photograph. Huh? Who is it? Yes, it's rather strange. Someone who should be there, but is not. The person who should be in this photo is Detective Gumshoe. This person, of course. Mr. Detective, what do you think? Just what I expected from Mr. Edgeworth. Right, Kay? Me? That's just what I expected from Mr. Edgeworth. Right, Mr. Toad? In a sense, it's just what I expected. Right, Mr. Prosecutor? No one wanted to call him out on that one. The person who must be here is... Now, what's the quick... Wasn't there a quick reset you could do? No. Okay. I'll just restart the game. Hey Zalitha, welcome. Who guesses they looked for names whose meaning suited Rook? Okay. So much damage game over dialogue in this game. Yeah. Yeah, there was a lot in the first game. LR select start. Ah, cool. Thanks, Panicking. I shall try that. Oof, my throat is getting really sore actually. Once we reach the checkpoint, I'll finish the stream. So it says this is the beginning, so I assume there's gonna be a cliffhanger. Tape recorder. Doesn't work for all games. Okay. I shall find out. There's a person missing. So now she's going to be suspected. Take that! Take that. Huh? Miss Swift? Why would you say that? Mr. Payne's voice was recorded on Miss Swift's tape. He was whispering quietly with the chief prosecutor. Those are from the folks standing in front of me. I reckon it was two older men. She did say in front of her. Yeah, I don't think have any Switch games had it yet? I haven't. Yeah, whenever I've wanted to reset a Switch game, I've just used the home menu. I feel like it was more of a 3DS thing. They kept on whispering to each other. It seems Miss Swift was near Mr. Payne when she recorded the speech. Ah, but she isn't anywhere in this photo. That is correct. Now, Mr. Prosecutor, who is the one you should be pursuing? Nicole Swift, would you mind giving us your testimony? Come on, it feels weird when you talk all formal like that. It's fine, I ain't got nothing to hide. All of a sudden I don't trust her. It ain't like I stayed in one spot while I was recording. I was moving around the audience area, shuffling here and there. I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time to my tape recording. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think. Miss Swift's tape recorded a conversation between my colleagues, Mr. Payne and the Chief Prosecutor. Why would Nicole be lying? That would mean... It'd mean Nicole Swift is the assassin, pal. You gotta be kidding me. I ain't done nothing like that. Be that as it may, however, there is a contradiction in your testimony. Huh? I don't reckon so. No, sir. It appears I must reveal this contradiction with evidence. No worries, Tag. Yeah, the soft reset takes a lot longer when you have to quit out the game and reload it. That is true. I agree. And yes, in the Japanese version of the game, Nicole has a very thick Osaka accent. Yep, that makes sense. Yeah, that's the accent Lotta Hart had, wasn't it? Yeah, that makes sense. It ain't like I stayed in one spot while I was recording. You were moving around while you were recording. Why were you doing that? Huh? What do you mean? Why? Surely when recording a speech, it is best to remain still. That's... well, you know the importance of covering a story from every angle. I wanted to convey the living, breathing event in print. Yes, sirree, you betcha. If you were moving around, I doubt your tape would have picked up anything coherent. Well, it's like I done said. I was moving around the audience area, shuffling here and there. Here and there? Could you be more specific? Such as the side you were on? When I say here and there, it means just that. I was all about the place. You couldn't swing a dead cat in that crowd. Do you expect me to remember where I was? Could you at least remember if it was the left or right side? Left, I reckon. The person in the photo is also on the left side. Is this just a coincidence? I reckon this picture must have been snapped at a different time to my tape recording. So you're saying it is logical that you can't be seen in the photo? Yep, I was near that prosecutor when his voice got recorded. But I reckon this picture must have been taken when I was far away. No doubt about it. Ain't nothing wrong here, far as I can see. So you're saying the photo and the recording were taken at different times? Darn tootin'! It ain't about the equipment, it's about the timing. What if they were both taken at the same time? If I can prove that, her entire testimony will collapse. So quit making that scary face. It ain't what you think. Scary face? The way I speak to others is not intended to come across as intimidating. Then why don't you try relaxing a bit more? You make that face when you put all that tension in your brow. No matter what you do, always do it with a smile. Don't you agree? I'm searching for the criminal who attacked the president. This is no laughing matter. Said the prosecutor with a grin on his chin like the Cheshire Cat. End quote. What frumious nonsense. I should show her what a real scary face looks like. Edgeworth used scary face. Frumious. I learnt a new word today. Nicole seems rather aloof about all of this. Still, she just doesn't seem like the kind of person to tell harmful lies. I agree that she doesn't seem like a person with ill intent, but if that's the case, there must be something even worse troubling her. In any case, Miss Swift's movements have been recorded on that tape. Surely I have evidence that sheds some light on this. Yeah, she's hiding something, that's for sure. The Frumious Bandersnatch. Honestly, the scariest face in the whole series was Myers at the end of 3-5. Yes, yeah, it was. This game has some great tracks in general. Your favourite hasn't shown up yet, you don't think? Okay. Frumious is a reference to Alice in Wonderland. Ah! One of the nonsense adjectives that gets used. So it lines up with the Cheshire Cat reference Nicole makes. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's a cool detail. Alright, let's see what happens when we get it wrong. Badge! Check out my badge! I'd like you to take a look at this piece of evidence. Yes, this piece of evidence. Mr. Prosecutor? No, I've got nothing more to say on the matter. No more comment on that one. Miss Swift, you're lying. I see. So that's how it is. Must be tough on ya. No matter where you go, you gotta fulfill your quotas. How many more folks you all planning to arrest this month? Care to comment? Oh, that's savage. That's quite savage. Only to lose the truth. Alright, nothing different here. Yeah, that was a burn. Okay, so the recording... Let's have a little look. There is a bit of a space after their conversation. Yeah, while she's talking about the president raises his fist in the air, she could have conceivably wandered off. Gunshots, bang bang. Pull my devil trigger. President raises his fist in the air. Okay, that might be something important. Let's take a look at the photo. Yeah, there's the fist in the air matches up. That's probably what I need to present. What am I going to present it against, though? I guess we're presenting one of the two? Yeah. I presented the tape recorder. Miss Swift, a reporter shouldn't lie. I ain't lying. I'm an honest journalist. Perhaps, but there's no denying that the photo and the recording were taken at the same time. That's so. And what makes you say that? The truth lies in these photos. This photo could only have been taken at the same time as your recording. Which spot shows that this was taken at the same time as the recording? Kay's nose. Here, study this area closely. Therein lies the answer to this mystery. Nope, I don't see it. Where is it? Here, look closely. Can't you see it? Either you're talking a load of hot gas, or this is one of them paranormal photos. Mr. Prosecutor, are you telling me you're into UFOs and such? UFOs. I forgot that's how she pronounced it. Bah, she's misunderstood me. She's misunderstood me. Yes, that's what's wrong. That's what happened. I'll try the soft reset to get that health back. Aha, yep, it works. Excellent. Thank you, Panicky. LR, start and select. Let's gonna save a lot of time. You're ashamed you didn't pull the trigger on the bang bang quote sooner. Yes. I'm surprised it took me so long to notice it too. Objection. The president is raising his arm. Can you see the president with his fist raised in the air? What about it? Miss Swift, might we hear your tape one more time? Nuh-uh, you ain't gonna hear a word, way you been treating me. I might have to point out which page it's on and all that. Save just in case. It's pretty quick to get back into the game, so that's nice. Would you rather we charge you with obstruction of justice and seize it from you? Fine, you win. I'm no match for you, Mr. Prosecutor. The question is, during which part of his speech did the President raise his fist? No matter what sort of heinous criminal organisation there is, I will not allow them to exist. The President raises his fist in the air. The atmosphere is boiling to a fever pitch. Aha! Raises his fist straight from the horse's mouth, sir. This tape was recorded at the moment the President raised his fist overhead. Then that means... Nicole not being in this photo is really strange. Oh, but she is in the photo. Right here. Am I going to point this out too? I might have deleted too much of my health. The person in the red hood. It was you, Nicole Swift. Okay, I didn't have to. Ah! Oh, the bear trap. Oh god. I was wondering if it was set the whole time. That's incredibly dangerous. You're going to kill someone with that. You're the real assassin, aren't you, pal? That ain't so. I ain't never worn that red raincoat. This red raincoat in question belongs to... Did she have a separate one? Now this I don't know. Oh hey, we've got a profile for John Doe. Age question mark. Gender male. An ice cream salesman. Fits my reasoned description of the assassin. This I'm not sure of. I mean, she's not bleeding. She should be, with that friggin' bear trap on her backpack. Is it possible he disposed, or he took it off and then she wore it afterwards? I'll say John Doe. The raincoat's owner is Mr. Doe. That much has been proven. You were wearing something else. A different red hood. You mean there were two red hoodies, sir? Mr. Doe's last testimony was true. But we didn't find any other red raincoats. What Mr. Doe saw was a red hood, not a raincoat. Miss Swift, what was it you told us earlier about your parka? Oh, it's reversible! Okay. Actually, I do want to see the other answers. So soft reset. I might have deleted a bit too much of my health. AN, yes. I haven't set up a quote spot yet, have I? Yeah, I need to set up a quote spot so people can add quotes whenever I say something silly. It was you, Nicole Swift. Okay, so I was right about it being his. Nicole Swift. The person in the red hood is Miss Swift, and so the owner of the raincoat must be Miss Swift. It can only be you. Ah, but does that young lady have an injury, I wonder? Huh? What do you mean, pal? Have you forgotten about the blood stain in the raincoat? He's right. The right sleeve with the button torn off was stained with blood. Neither of them! I do have a jerkbot though. Yeah, I don't know why she's got that bear trap. It's incredibly hazardous. It's adorable when I have a realization. We'll quote that next time I say I'm too unwell to stream. Shelley the Killer is a stickler for good police work. The raincoat belongs to neither Miss Swift nor Mr. Doe. Then, whose is it? Don't you get it? It can only belong to one person. I don't get it. Who is that person, sir? Wait. I'd like to take back what I just said. If I didn't know better, I'd say this was your first day on the job, Mr. Prosecutor. Oh. Burn. Burn. Thus the truth was lost for all eternity. Oh. It belongs to Dante from the Devil May Cry series. That's cute. I'm going to have to get into Shin Megami Tensei, aren't I? So I can play the third game, since Dante's in the remake. I've heard those games are good too, so I probably like them. Raincoat's owner is Mr. Doe. You were wearing something else. But the miracle never happened. Oh, you mean when I said I ain't worried about it getting all dirty? It's reversible, so all I've got to do is turn it inside out and... As I thought. But Mr. Edgeworth, the inside of her parka is... red! Indeed, and during the incident, she was using that side. What? Hey pal, what's the big idea? You're wrong. I've been wearing it like this the whole day. Well then, will you allow me to examine your parka? What are you expecting to find? We know it was raining prior to the president's speech. I believe you said earlier. Well, I don't use raincoats or umbrellas. Come rain or snow, all I need is my trusty parka. If you really didn't turn your parka inside out, then the inside should be dry. Hang on a minute. I ain't taking off this heavy backpack and putting it back on again. Sorry, but can't we do this another time? You think you can fool Mr. Edgeworth with that, pal? Alright then, pal. If we're really wrong, prove it. Show us the inside of the parka. Thought he wasn't going to be in the Nocturne remake. He is actually. They announced it on Twitter. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. The producer of DMC5, Matt Parker is his name actually. Parker. His name's Matt Parker. Yeah, he tweeted out. He retweeted the tweet that announced it, and it said featuring Dante from the Devil May Cry series. It's good. Nocturne is infamous for its difficulty. Need to be a real JRPG tragic to not have your soul crushed by it. Maybe I should play some other JRPGs first, then. She's an expert at oversharing. Yeah, that's a good point. It wasn't me. I ain't no assassin. Miss Swift, if you want me to believe that, then you need to cooperate with us. Will you please tell us why you wore the red side of Parker? I'm sorry, Mr. Prosecutor. I had my reasons, honest. I'll tell you all everything. Just quit bullying me. Uh-oh. What's up? Whose voice was that? Hold on a sec. It's a little too early for the end game. Is it gonna be... No? Okay, never mind. I thought the good old wolf was gonna show up already. Hey, you in the fancy suit. Haven't you been jumping the gun ever since your opening move? I'm out of voices. This man was in Kay's photo. Well, I guess I should introduce myself first. My name is... It really is Revolver Ocelot. Yes, keep going. Horace Knightley, the President's bodyguard. It really is. It really is Revolver Ocelot. Second in command of his personal security unit. Ah! Watch it, pal. That's not a toy. Whoa, my bad. She just wants to come out and play. I can't seem to help it. Why do you have a gun if you're not a police officer? She's a lady of Zingfar. Only the President's bodyguards are authorised to use it. Anyway, back to business. I've got some news for you. There's good news and bad news. Which do you want to hear first? It makes no difference to me. Do as you wish. You sure? I'm giving you the first move. Alright, I got you. I'll start with my pawn. It seems you enjoy chess. You play too, Mr. Fancy Suit? It's Edgeworth, and I do have a fondness for chess. Is that so? Well then, Chess Master Edgeworth, I'll start with the good news. The President's safe. Not even a scratch on him. Really? Really? That's great, pal. It seems that the young lady was not a murderer after all. Good for you, Nicole! But I... Whoa there! Don't forget, there's still the bad news. The President is safe because his bodyguards protected him. Oh. Actually, I had nothing to do with it. It was the leader who protected him. At the cost of his own life. Someone's always gotta die! Wow, I missed a lot of good chat. Actually, we might be hitting a checkpoint, so I'll keep going for a little bit. That would be the other bodyguard. Rook, was it? Yeah, that's right. Rook died to protect the President. What? Is that so? Rook is dead. What a shame. That means... Nicole... It means that the little lady killed him. My brother-in-arms. That ain't true. I ain't a murderer. Whoa there. Pipe down, little Miss Murderer. Jeez. Even if we had to make a sacrifice to protect the king, it was a pretty bad move. That castling. Sacrifices and castles? What's he talking about, sir? They're all chess terms. He's saying Rook's life was exchanged for the President's. This guy sure talks funny, sir. Horace Knightley, was it? What do you want? I'd like to examine the victim's body as soon as possible. And if it's possible, I'd like to question the President. Sorry, but I can't let you do that. What? I got another piece of news for you, and this one's a doozy. Oh, here we go. There's another piece of news? From here on out, this investigation will be handled by the Zengfar police. What? What's going on, pal? This case is under our jurisdiction. You have no right to interfere. You're Prosecutor Edgeworth, right? The President knows about you solving the Yatagarasu case. I'm honoured. That's why the Chief Prosecutor designated you to be in charge of the case. It seems the Chief Prosecutor made a little appeal to the President. But it looks like you're the wrong guy for the job. I didn't know you'd have this kind of reaction. It's the President's orders. If you oppose, you'll cause an international incident. Capiche? Hey, little lady, get over here. We'll continue your questioning inside the President's plane. No. I didn't do nothing. Hey now, don't be a baby. You scared of a little Zengfar justice? Ugh. Mr. Prosecutor, please. Please help me. Miss Swift? It's clear that Miss Swift was the person in the red hood. However, that doesn't mean that the whole truth has been revealed. I really didn't do it. Please believe me. Is it really alright for it to end this way? All I see is a girl with eyes full of fear, pleading for help. Certainly not someone who's committed a heinous crime. If I stand aside now and do nothing, the truth will be lost to the darkness. Yeah. Eh? What? What the? You... The freak? Silence. What the is an impolite way to greet someone? Okay, this just keeps going. Oh my god. Alright, I'm gonna catch up with chat. Dante needs to be in everything, especially Smash. Yes, please. Larry shows up wearing a red raincoat. That'll be amazing. A year of Dante like there was for Luigi, and you could just find hidden Dantes in every game released that year. Oh, that would be so good. Yeah, I feel really bad for Nicole. I suspected her, but I don't suspect her anymore. Press X to doubt this man's name being Horace Knightley. Yeah, I noticed his hair kind of looks a bit like a knight kind of thing. And the other guy had like kind of like a flat with a little ziggy-zag kind of thing. Keep your finger off of the trigger guard until you're ready to shoot your rookie. Yeah. This guy's scary, honestly. Terrytown, but with chess names. Okay. Reference you won't get yet. Yeah, okay. Wonder where that's from. Okay. Your neck injury has yet to heal, and you've already forgotten. No, not you. Not now. It seems you've remembered. Hey, what are you doing? Cut it out, pal. You've got some nerve to do that right in front of a detective and a prosecutor. Stop. Stay out of this. He's out of your league. Mr. Doe, who on earth are you? I'm not merely a simple ice cream salesman. He's a professional assassin. His name is Shelly the Killer. Shelly the Killer? There's no one in law enforcement who doesn't know the name the Killer. An assassin who will carry out any request without fail. He was once involved in a case I handled. It's been a while, Prosecutor Edgeworth. Although, I do believe this is our first face-to-face meeting. The real assassin was you all along. That is correct. I received a request from a key individual to take the president's life. I wonder who hired him now. That's the question. I should have seen his face before in the case files. Curses! I was careless. I'm glad I hid a knife inside my bandage before I entered the park, even though my calculations were a little off. A knife? Not a gun? Now, Mr. Knightley, shall we play that game you love so much? Of course, the stakes will be your life. What are your demands? I want you to relinquish investigative authority back to Prosecutor Edgeworth. Investigative authority? What are you playing at? I simply want you to allow Edgeworth to continue his investigation. Huh? Why do you want that? So, you think the writers said they wanted this first case to feel like the final case of any other game? Wow, yeah, this is pretty amazing so far. Yeah, neither him or Phoenix actually saw his face, did they? It was just Maya. Oh wait, no, Phoenix saw his face, because he was posing as the butler. Yeah, Edgeworth didn't see his face though. Yeah, this game's good. Rook is an opponent who is connected to me by fate. I would like to discover the truth about his death. When that man died, the investigative authority was transferred to you. I am simply asking you to give it back to this prosecutor. With your life at stake, this really isn't the time to be stubborn. Why you? You're just using the investigation to get close to the president. And what if I am? Indeed, in order to continue the investigation, it is necessary that we enter the president's plane. As the leader of the president's bodyguard, I won't allow it. Oh, I thought you were only second in command. Now that Rook's gone, I'm in charge. I'm not sure if you're as capable as Rook was. What are you saying? I'm totally the leader now. Very well. In that case, please exercise judgment befitting of a leader. You can lose your life here needlessly. Or will you allow the investigation to continue? Gah. He's using the investigation as an excuse. Why would he go to all that trouble? What is this man thinking? Prosecutor Edgeworth, I trust you have no objections? Let us continue the investigation. Mr. Edgeworth, what should we do, sir? For now, we have no choice but to accept his proposal. At least we'll be able to investigate. But listen well, Detective. I'll use the investigation to buy us time. Meanwhile, gather up all your men. Surround the president's plane so that he can't escape. Right. Roger that, sir. Whew. Yeah. That was one heck of a first section. Wow. You're going to say, I like how about so many things in this game. This game's extremely smartly written. Ah, that's good. One of the best games in the AA series. You're so glad I'm playing it? Nice. Yeah, I'm glad to be finally playing it. Yeah, I keep hearing it's just fantastic. Like, pretty much the first game kind of laid the groundwork, and then this game used it to reach greatness, is what I've heard. Yeah, this is really good so far too. Alright, my voice is very sore. I'm gonna have to rest it. And it's 20 to 8. Whoa, I'm hungry. So, we'll finish it off for today. And we'll have to continue this another time. This is really good. Boom, close. Okay. So next time I'm not sure if I'll play this again or if we'll do something else to rest my voice. Depends how my voice feels. This and Dual Destinies are your two favourite AA games? Nice. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Dual Destinies as well. So I haven't seen anything of that game. Okay, who can I host? I'm gonna host Sakura. Oh, where did Sakura? Oh, I think Sakura just finished her stream. No, I can't host Sakura. I guess I'll host Pi. He's playing some Mafia. So if anyone likes those kinds of social deduction games, that's a fun one to watch. So thank you everyone very much for watching. /radii and I shall see you all next time to continue Case 1 or to play something else to give my voice a break. So I'll see you then. See ya.